Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Forex with your free daily analysis of the S&P 500 for the New York trading session dated Wednesday the 18th of August. And a quick look at an historical chart. This is a monthly chart going back to the end of mid-1999. We had a 5 waves up at cycle degree ending here, followed by an expanded flat, A, B, C, correction to the downside. Usually with an expanded flat, wave C is usually about 1.618 the length of A. That's the most common relationship between the two. If that is the case in this instance, we will see the S&P get down to about 344.09, but we're a few years away from that yet. Within this C wave, it's going to subdivide into a 5-wave impulse from the looks of it, with a 1, 2, and we're working on the 3rd wave at primary degree to the downside, taking you to our daily chart for the last little while, where this maroon 2 is this maroon 2 up here. We've had a 5 waves down from minor 1, ABC for A, ABC for B, and the end of minor 2, and this structure here for blue or minor 2 is a rare running flat correction. We're working on a minor 3rd wave to the downside now. A first target to the downside for the end to wave 3 blue, this is a midterm target, may lie about 948 points. That's where this 3rd wave at blue or minor degree would reach equality with this first wave, which began here and ended here. If price keeps falling through that first target and keeps going down and the structure needs further downwards movement to complete it, the next target is 835.59, where wave 3 blue would reach 1.618 the length of wave 1. Within this 3rd wave, we've just had a 1, 2, and we're working on a 3 to the downside, just the early phases of it now. We should not see any movement above 1129.9 now this 3rd wave is underway. Taking you to an hourly chart now, where this green 2 is this green 2 up here. Here's the end of that wave 1 with another expanded flat correction, ABC, for a 2nd wave at green degree. This also is an expanded flat correction. It's the most common type of flat correction. We're seeing 3 of these today. A subdivides to a 3-wave structure, as does B, and C is significantly beyond the end of A. In this case, it's a 2.618 multiple of A, and it's just 1.25 points off that nice 2.618 length of A. So if wave C for an expanded flat moves beyond the 1.618 target, the next target is 2.618, and this one is fitting the textbook description of an expanded flat absolutely perfectly. Thereafter, we've had an end to this wave 2 green, and we're in wave 3 green to the downside, with our first little piece of wave 1 orange, A, and another expanded flat here for 2. Within this expanded flat, this B wave reaches beyond the end of A. When I look at this in a 5-minute chart, it looks most like a 3 with a brief little 1, 2 up here and a long 3rd wave. This A wave obviously subdivides to a 3-wave structure, and the C wave is 2.3 points longer than 1.618, the length of this wave A. So again, another textbook perfect expanded flat correction. Working on a 3rd wave now to the downside, we should not see any movement above 1100.6, just in case my analysis of this little piece of movement here is incorrect. We shouldn't see any movement above that. Working on a 3rd wave to the downside now, that must move beyond the end of 1086.9. We will see lows beyond that. It's most likely to move significantly beyond that. A shorter term target to the end to wave 3 green in its entirety. In the first instance, 1001.42 is where wave 3 green will reach 1.618 the length of this wave 1. The next target, 940.12, is where 3 green will reach 2.618 the length of this first wave. So if price keeps falling through this first target and the structure needs further downwards to go, we're looking at the next target. The only structure that we're going to see unfold in this 3rd wave position is a simple impulse. It must meet all the core rules and many of the guidelines of Elliott wave. So wave 3 has to move beyond the end of 1, and then the 4th wave that eventuates after that cannot move into wave 1 price territory. So we need to see some downwards movement comfortably below this point here, enough to allow room for a 4th wave upwards movement before the final 5th wave down. And that will finish the first leg of our 3rd wave at green degree. So that's all for me with your S&P analysis, and I hope everyone out there is having a really fabulous day.